Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Ryan. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. Welcome back to another episode of Animal Crossing and Chill. This is, I believe this is episode number 25. Don't quote me on that. Anyways, I know that we usually start off, like, outside my house or at the airport or just somewhere outside, but I wanted to start off here because, as you can see, we are back on the Northern Hemisphere island, and we have a new friend. We have Diana living on our island now, which is, you know, this is something that's actually happened on the live stream over on Twitch, which is something that I want to talk about in regards to this island today, as well as just kind of what the expectation is moving forward with this island and the other island, which I know is a big surprise to everybody, starting a new life in the Southern Hemisphere on another console. It's not something that I've talked about extensively on this channel, so before we get into it, let's go ahead and go through the rest of these announcements, which I'm pretty sure this is the only one. On behalf of your new island family, welcome aboard. Yep, that's it. Okay, great. So this episode of Animal Crossing and Chill is going to be primarily to give you guys an update on kind of how the island is looking, and then what to expect with this island and then with the other island as well. And oh my gosh, we have Red this morning as well. That's awesome. Okay, cool. So we're gonna have a lot of stuff that we get to do this episode. Awesome. First things first, let's check the mail so we can get rid of this beeping sound as always. All right, Daisy May for buying some turnips yesterday, and then Keaton with oh, there is a gift to it. Let's see. That's Daisy May's. This is Keaton's. An iron entrance mat. Awesome. Okay, cool. All right, so first things first, let's go ahead and go through the map. So the reason I wanted to kind of make this video in particular was because, you know, I do want to make an Animal Crossing and Chill video at least once a week to give you guys an update on how things are going on. For the Twitch crowd, the people who come over to the Twitch live streams quite a bit, they have seen me working on this side of the island extensively. And I know that for a lot of you who can't make the Twitch streams or don't want to use Twitch, there's a lot of changes here that you haven't seen. If you have seen these changes happening live over on Twitch, you know, you're going to basically see them again. But I know that there are a lot of you who can't catch the live streams because of the time or things like that, so we're going to do a quick rundown of kind of what's going on here and what's been changed. So, just like we did last time, let's go to the island entrance, and Lyman's already running around, getting his morning cardio in. Okay. So, not much has changed in the island entrance portion. This stuff we're pretty much leaving as is, and then as you can see by the map, I really haven't done much to the right-hand side of the island. As I mentioned in previous videos, I'm kind of just working clockwise from the bottom left and letting the island form in one motion rather than work on like 4 different plots at different times and then trying to connect them once they meet later on. So, I mean, we'll do just a quick walkthrough. I still haven't worked on this little beach area here. I've been mainly getting the terraforming stuff out of the way on the island for the most part. And then just kind of like designing here and there as we walk through it. And this leads down to the campsite. Same as before. Okay. So while I'm walking through this and kind of showing you guys, so as I just mentioned, a lot of this design stuff is happening over on Twitch. And as I've mentioned in previous videos before, the reason for that is because, you know, like I've said, the design process for this particular theme takes a while. And so what I didn't want to do is I didn't want to neglect making videos, or I didn't want to neglect designing this island because of how long it's taking. So a big bulk of the designing for this island happens over on my live stream, twitch.tv/RyanFTW. It'll actually be in a pinned comment down below. For any of you who weren't aware that I do stream the island design process on Twitch, so we have a little outside library here, which I'm still in the process of working on. I might need to shrink this down because I can't really figure out what how exactly to design an outside library. It's a work in progress, but either way, this is here, so I'll figure it out. And this is really neat too. This is actually a gift from my fiance. She sent me about 3 of those. Not quite sure exactly where I'm going to be putting them there. yet. Not sure where I'm going to be putting them yet. And then we have a little Stonehenge area here, which people thought would be a good idea. I get a lot of input from the viewers over on Twitch as well. So, you know, I would say about 80 to 90% of what you see here is based around what I think would look nice. And then the other 10 or 20% is kind of audience input too. So we kind of walked around this way. Let's go this way here. And this way leads to Sherp's house, actually. And I still need to place all the other houses down. And that'll pretty much do it. So let's do another walk around and let's kind of talk about, like, again, let's just finish up that thought. Because I am very bad at finishing thoughts in these videos. So yeah, as I mentioned, I do a lot of the designing on this island over on the live stream. I think it's a nice way to help people, you know, who are trying to design this style island as well. Even though I'm not the best at it, it kind of gives them an idea of like my design process and stuff like that. And because the live streams are generally anywhere between 2 to 3 hours, you know, it's able to take up that entire time slot with their to actually have some sort of progress on it. If I were to try and record a design section of this particular island on one of these videos, which I've tried before, in a 30-minute time span, nothing really happened. So for those of you that want to see this design process happen live or are interested in it, you can head on over to Twitch. There are VODs of the live streams that you can watch as well. But, you know, I'd love to interact with you live. I'd love to get your input on this island live. So by all means, I would love if you guys could drop by, you know, one day and hang out and watch it happen over there. So that's kind of what's happening with this island. That's the reason why, where before I was able to post a lot of these videos, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, because there was nothing major happening on the island. Now I want to make sure that there's enough changes happening all around that when I post these videos, you know, as I mentioned before, it doesn't just feel like I'm just pushing out videos for this island when there's no progress. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So now let's talk about the Southern Hemisphere island while I head on over to Red. I know that it was a big surprise for everybody, that Southern Hemisphere island. You know, so in that video, I talked about how I didn't want to lose the essence of what Animal Crossing is, which is just a nice way to just kick back, relax, and start your day or end your day with. And, you know, that is very true. Now, don't get me wrong. I, for a long time, had been planning on picking up another Nintendo Switch anyway, for the sole purpose being that with me restarting my island, I was... You know, if we had the option or the ability to start a second island on a different profile anyway, I would have done it no matter what. Before we get started, I already have Starry Night. I know that Starry Night, there is no fake version. I already have the real version of this one, and I think I already have the real version of this one. So really, at this point, I guess for like Cottagecore design purposes, I want to buy this one no matter what. I do believe I already have the Valiant statue, though. It doesn't really matter to me. We're gonna use it for designing, whether or not it's real or fake. I'm gonna go check my museum now to make sure that I'm not crazy. I don't think I have a drum set either. I'm not sure if I'll ever use this, but oh, I don't even have the money for it. Okay, well, if I remember before the end of the video to pick it up, I will. All right. So yeah, I mean, if we had the ability to have multiple islands on one Switch anyway, I would have started over regardless. So for me, the fact that I had to pick up another Nintendo Switch to do so is pretty much a moot point. And as I mentioned in that video, you know, I wanted to show people that you don't have to terraform immensely to have a nice looking island. You know, I get a lot of people on comments and on Twitch who tell me things like, you know, I want to start over, or I want to terraform this, I want to make this kind of themed island. However, I don't really feel like I have the terraforming, like, creativeness to do so. And so, you know, I haven't quite decided if I want to go for a more Cottagecore themed island again on the Southern Hemisphere, or what it is exactly. Here it is, right here. Okay. And it looks like the one that I just bought is fake, because the one that I just bought, it's the left knee that's going out and not the right knee. So either way, it's a design purpose. Okay. So whether or not it's Cottagecore or whether or not it's something else, I'm not quite sure. But hopefully I can design that island in a way that, you know, lets people know that you don't have to terraform to do that kind of stuff. And I'm really excited to post more videos on that island and stuff like that. And I'm really excited to take my time on it too. A lot of you guys on the most recent video gave me quite a few tips and tricks and stuff. Like, I completely forgot that you can move in 3 villagers in the same day. The only problem with that, though, is the fact, you know, that they all have the default houses, which is the reason I got rid of Lucky. So I actually, after thinking about it, first let's say hi to Diana. Hi, Diana. Good morning. How you doing? I'm here. I made it, darling. Our time at the campsite together was just marvelous. I'm here and ready to find out if Diamond is truly everything you said it would be. Let's get together tomorrow and hang out, shall we? Sounds good. Oh, right. So, on the live stream, we had a villager at the campsite on Saturday, and it turned out to be Diana. We played the game, and Diana asked to move out Agent S, and I actually have Agent S's amiibo card. So, really, other than, and I've mentioned this before, other than Lyman, Sherb, Ketchup, Stitches, or at this point, maybe even Dom, if not for any of those 5 being asked to move out, anybody that Diana would have asked to move out, I would have been totally okay with. So Keaton, Gladys, Lionel, obviously, and Pinky would have been totally fine. But I actually have Agent S's amiibo card, so if I want Agent S still, then by all means. But I don't think with my current theme or anything like that, I would want Agent S back on my island. So there's that. Okay. So yeah, I'm still in the process of moving all the other houses and kind of like figuring out where I want them to go. And same thing for my house. I don't know if I'm going to make my house, you know, before I had it in like a mansion style kind of like layout where it was secluded, it was by itself, and it was like there's this giant decorated garden right in front of it. I don't know if that style of house is what I'm going to go for on this particular island as well. If anything, I might just make it look like all of the other houses, essentially, just built into the island's like nature-y cottagecore aesthetic. A terrarium. Wow, I'm surprised I didn't know that. What does that look like? Oh, okay, perfect. That actually might fit. Just in random spots around the island as well. Nice. Okay. So yeah, that's I mean, that's kind of all the updates and stuff regarding this island. For those of you that, like I said, either can't make the live stream or don't really want to use Twitch or don't know how to use Twitch, that's kind of what's going on here. I know that there are a lot of people who want me to show the design process here on YouTube and stuff like that, but honestly, with my current work schedule and stuff like that, it unfortunately can't happen. Like these videos, with them being 30 minutes, you know, there's not a lot of progress that gets made. It's a lot of running in circles, trying to figure out what I want to do. Let me see. But overall, I'm having a wonderful time designing this whole thing. And I know that a lot of people on Twitch who are able to make it are having a wonderful time watching and giving input and stuff like that. So right now, my thought is what I want to do. At first, with the double south outlets, what I wanted to do was at some point connect them. So I'm going to open up my map here really quick and show you guys. At some point, I wanted to connect them. But I didn't know how to do that without isolating the resident services area. I feel like I'm terraforming the rivers in such a way that if I was able to connect them at some point down the road, that it would actually look fairly natural. So I'm not really so... In the beginning, I was kind of upset of having a double south outlet island because you do get that kind of like a landlocked resident services center. But, you know, I'm making the rivers small enough and they're so far away from it that I think it might actually work out well. So we'll just see. But I have no intention of working on the right side of the island currently. At this point, really, I'm just trying to make sure that everything flows properly. I'm already getting lost. I'm already getting lost on my own island, which is not a bad thing. Let's take a look. So, from this section here... Okay. So I think I either want the river to keep on extending this way and then have this section continue to be kind of fleshed out and kind of go down this way like this. This is how I design on the live stream as well. I basically just like run where I think the path should go. And that's kind of how I do it. I know for a fact I probably want to put another villager's house over here on the right-hand side. Not for any particular reason other than to just get a house down. Although that would be kind of close to the resident services center. Maybe I want to keep extending this out and have like a gigantic waterfall section behind the resident services center. Alright, I can at least start on that a little bit and show you guys kind of like how I outline different sections here. So, if we were to start a waterfall section here, which, see, now the thing with that is like, I feel like on this particular theme, you don't want too many areas to go way too far. You don't want them to go like beyond a certain area before it just looks like it's taking up too much space. So if anything, what I could do is I could have a pathway that goes in through like this, and then have it separated by two separate waterfalls. So for example, I can have it start like this. There we go. And it would kind of go to right here. This is the thinking portion of the stream. I said stream. This is a video. That's how much I only visit this island really during live streams and stuff like that. Okay. There we go. Which means that I would have to do something with the path here. So if I'm going to extend this path to go up, I need to get rid of this. And I need to start making the path go this way. Okay, I'm facing up. Actually, I'm facing to the corner. There we go. That works. So... Nope. 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 That's that 5 a.m. brain going on right there. Alright, and then... So, if I do this, I want to get that pathway down like that, but I don't want it to extend into the river. So if anything, maybe I'll just end the river right here. And bring this path out like this. And then we can bring the path out going like that. Okay, there we go. Okay, perfect. So it's starting to come together. It's starting to come together. And I like to do like a little... Like, I like to pinch the path here at certain points, too. So, we'll go there like that, and then we'll bring it back up. Okay. And, I mean, that's kind of like a... That's kind of, I guess, a little preview as to how exactly this design process works for me here. Let me see. This is a bit awkward. So that's the only way that can connect like that, which I don't like. So really the only way to make this work is to do that, and then if anything, just to make it look not so just straight and narrow the whole time. There we go. Get rid of this. And it's gonna look a bit repetitive here. But I think that's okay. There we go. And we can break the repetition right here. Oops, I thought it was going to go farther than that. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's I mean, that's already looking kind of nice. I think it flows fairly well. And then we'll just start designing around it as well. This probably will change. I tend to not like little, like, I guess mountains like that in the pathway. Which is something I've been trying to avoid as much as possible. So I think that'll, you know, this area will change here soon enough. But otherwise, yeah. I mean, I could sit here and I could design for the next like 10 minutes and stuff like that. But I don't know if you guys would be really interested in that. I know that you know, for a lot of these videos and stuff like that, and the biggest interest when it comes to these videos is, I guess, either the points of talking of the things that I talk about and stuff like that. And I feel like if I were to just sit here and just and not really talk and just terraform and stuff like that, I don't know if people would actually be into that kind of thing. But you guys surprise me. If we're being honest, I'm surprised that this series does as well as it does. Just because I never thought people would be interested in like anything I do on this game. So it is a nice surprise, and don't get me wrong, I'm still very, very humbled that you all are enjoying the series up until this point. So I just want to say thank you guys for that. But I mean, you know, maybe one day I'll just sit here and I'll just design for 30 to 45 minutes straight with no actual, like, just me designing. I forgot that you can connect them like that, too. Can I utilize that here? Maybe? Let's see. And connect like that, and then just go like that. No, I thought, well... Dang it. I do that a lot. Working with the path is oof. It's different. It is very different. Takes some getting used to, have to say. Let's see. I think so. If anything, it's going to go in the corner there, and then this one's going to go right there. Okay. Well, I guess that looks a bit more natural. And then, if anything, I can just put like a shrub here or something like that. But you know what? We've been doing this now for about 23 minutes now, and I want to make sure that I'm providing some sort of I guess content to you guys in regards to progress and stuff like that. And so, you know, that whole section is probably going to take me, you know, as I mentioned before, working on that is probably going to take me another hour or two, and then refining it over the next couple of days to make it look like it fits in the island. So, you know, I mean, if there's ever any time where you guys just want to, I guess, watch a video of nothing but just pure island designing and stuff like that, by all means, let me know. But otherwise, particularly for this video, I kind of just wanted to give all of the YouTube crowd a kind of glimpse as to what's going on in the Northern Hemisphere island, as well as a bit of an explanation as to what to expect on the Southern Hemisphere island. I think I touched on all the points I really wanted to talk about. But if there's any other questions that you guys have, by all means, leave them in the comments section down below, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. Otherwise, I need to go ahead and head out of here now. Still got to get ready for work. So, with that, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I want to say thank you guys for all the support so far on the channel, both here on YouTube and on Twitch. I appreciate it so much. You guys have absolutely no idea. If you guys enjoyed the video and you guys enjoyed hanging out back again in the Northern Hemisphere, by all means, leave a like. And as I mentioned, if you have any questions or anything like that, or even just something nice to say, leave a comment down below. And if you're new to the series and want to continue on with the progress of how this island goes, or even the Southern Hemisphere island that we've started, by all means, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. That way you can always be notified whenever I post more videos. Alright guys, that'll do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it very much. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, whether it be today or whatever day you're watching this video. Appreciate it. And until next time, have a great day. Bye now.